Hi guys, thank you for tuning in with Talks with Aries. I'm Aries and this is my show. Today I'm going to talk about relationships. How this topic came about is I was confused and I couldn't find out what it is that I've been wanting to talk about because it's been burning inside of me. So what do I do when I'm in doubt? I always seek advice. I rubbed my magic lamp and my genie popped out and he told me, you want to talk about relationships. I hope any of you who are watching this really take the time to listen to what I'm saying and think about, are you in this situation? Or what can you do to change your situation? For me, relationships are very, very hard. I have really high expectations on life, not just for myself, but for everyone around me. I really feel some type of way when you don't meet those expectations. I'm not gonna lie, I can be a bitch. And a lot of my friends started calling me princess because of it. I think it's hilarious. In all actuality, I am like a little princess. Like, you know those stereotypical ones that you see on TV or in movies or something? That's me. I'm like a spoiled brat, and I'm not even spoiled at all. Everything I have, I work for it on my own. Back to the topic. My relationships have always been very dramatic. I don't know if it's because I'm a dramatic person or if I just attract drama or what it is, but I feel as though I was doing really, really well avoiding it. I've been trying to date again. I want to date. I want to be in a relationship with somebody at some point, but I don't feel as though I'm ever going to, because I have really high expectations. I've also been trying to fall in love with myself. I'm not saying I hate myself, but I don't have the best self-connection, and a lot of it is due to the fact that I've never been shown what it means to love yourself. I watch movies and stuff, but I think that's all fake. I don't really know many people who have a lot of self-love because everyone around me is kind of in the same boat where they just don't know. I want to know. I want to be able to see what it's like to have a happy marriage. I want to see what it's like to be truly happy. I deserve that, I think. I do a lot. I care. I put as much effort and energy into everyone around me as I feel they should for me, but they don't. A lot of the time, I'm kind of frustrated. I get easily frustrated with anything. I'm working on patience because I want to be patient enough to have a family and have kids and not be frustrated, and I want to be happy. If we go back to the relationship part of it, the person I want to have a relationship with is very confusing. I'm confused about where exactly the relationship's gonna go, and I'm confused as to what type of relationship we're going to have. I want to be happy with somebody who wants to be happy with me, but I select people who don't give a fuck, and they make it very clear. I mean, I don't give a fuck about stuff and make it very clear, but I don't ever make another person feel as though I don't give a fuck about them and just express it, then tell them that I want them. This person, it's a guy. He's really cool. He's really nice. He's so friendly. We talk about a lot of things. I mean, we've had a fallout. I kind of hated it, but I learned to just kind of accept it because I want to be with him, but I don't want to compromise my happiness for his unless he's willing to do the same. My last relationship that I was in was very, very weird. I call it a lesbian relationship, no offense to anyone out there who's actually a lesbian. Based off the stereotype, lesbians fall in love easily and then they move in and get married in 3 months. And I kind of feel as though that's kind of how the relationship was. We met, we talked. When I was talking to him originally, I was kind of trying to be a hoe. He was part of one of the 6 or 7 people that I was talking to and I was interested in, but he always stood out. He meant a lot to me. He was very different. He had an aura around him that I've never seen in a person before. It screamed like an angel to me. I was like, oh, this is like a gift from God. I tried to pursue him, but at the same time, I was conflicted. I had just ended this long on-again, off-again relationship with this guy that was very toxic. So I wasn't ready to get into a relationship with somebody else. That was just not on my whole radar. So I was just trying to be a hoe, and I was trying to do that friends with benefits thing, and that didn't work either. Throughout the whole process, he always stood out to me. He always made me happy. I made sure I texted him good morning every day. I made sure that I laughed and smiled and like we had a conversation and I supported him. We had great chemistry in the beginning. Then it got sticky and messy. The guy I was sleeping with, which I wasn't at the time that me and the other boy met, he kinda created some drama. It was, at the time, I'm not gonna lie, I was a fuckboy, so I thought it was fucking hilarious. The non-fuckboy me, which is the real me, was crying because why was I doing that? Why was I allowing that to happen? It just ended badly and we stopped talking for a while. Then we reconnected again when I was in college, which was awesome because I was excited to have the opportunity to try this again. And that ultimately, I will say, even though we're not together and we only dated for like 9 months or so, it was the best feeling I've ever had as far as relationships go. And I would never take it back. I don't want to be with him currently. because I realized that we would never be happy together. I had experiences that I never had before. He didn't like a lot of the things that I liked. I learned what compromising was. He liked the beach but didn't like the water, and I got him to go into the water. That feeling of introducing him to new experiences made me feel like, I don't know, it took me off this earth and into the clouds. He taught me how to deal with my insecurities. I'm very insecure, even though I come off as the most confident person you will ever meet. I'm very friendly and loud, so people just don't think I ever have issues. I'm extremely insecure, and he always told me, stop worrying about things. And I couldn't do it. It was so hard, but he had my back. Ultimately, our relationship went left, and it became extremely toxic, and now we don't talk at all. I don't even know where he lives. I don't know what he does. I don't know anything about him right now. I just know that we don't talk, and we kind of have a lot of baggage now. So there's no way of us ever becoming a thing again, but he did show me what it is to feel loved and to be loved and to love someone. I will say he was one of my 2 first loves. I think he's my true first love, and it sucks to say that because I only really knew him for 2 years and we dated for 9 months. So to fall in love with somebody that I don't know, that's fucking crazy. Maybe I am stupid, who knows. That feeling I got, it's called the body, mind, and spirit feeling, somebody told me. I think it's the best feeling in the world. I've never felt so connected to somebody that I'm not extremely connected to. I wasn't attracted to him only for his looks. I wasn't attracted to him because he was smart. I wasn't attracted to him because he gave off good energy. The combination of the 3 just made me love him. We did argue, we did fight, but for me, the arguments and the fighting was just more of a I'm trying to understand you type of thing, and I want us to work and I want us to understand each other. But for him, it was like argument, fight, or whatever negativity he thought it to be, which is fine. It happens. All relationships are gonna argue. All relationships are gonna fight. I'm not saying we physically fought because that would never happen, but there's always gonna be some kind of turmoil, and one of us could handle it and one of us couldn't, and so it didn't work. Then from that point on, I felt this crazy anxiety feeling when it comes to people. So right now, my friends, family, anyone, I feel like there's this trust issue with myself and everyone around me. I want it to go away. I really want it to go away. I don't trust anyone right now because I feel as though I'm going to let somebody in and then they're gonna hurt me the way that this person hurt me. I know that it's very common that once you have a breakup and you've been with somebody for a while, it's very common to just have a trust issue. But for me, it literally has become bigger than what it needed to be. I don't like anything right now that involves other people. I just want to be around myself. I enjoy my own presence now, which I love from the breakup. I really truly love that because I'm starting to focus more on me and I'm starting to understand what I want in life and my happiness. But at the same time, I'm also becoming detached from others, which is one of my greatest qualities. I'm a very social being. I like to spend time with a lot of people, and I like to be at parties, and I like to be around a bunch of people. I think it comes from the fact that I live with 10 people. My family has always been big, so I'm used to being around a big crowd. Now I kind of have been sheltering myself. I'm not saying I don't go out and do stuff. I do hang out with a small group of friends, and I try to keep it very small because it's less likely for me to feel hurt if it's only a couple people, as opposed to if I had a group of 20 people and all 20 of them just fucking said fuck you. So back to toxicness in relationships. I honestly feel as though being around toxic or negative energy is so easy. I don't like it. I'm not saying that I go looking for people who are negative, but when it comes, you don't expect it to like hit you the way that it does. A lot of people around me are just negative, and I didn't really realize it until more recently when I've taken the time to say fuck everyone but me. And I look and I was thinking to myself, why? Why do I do this to myself? Why do I hang out with people who party all the time? Or why do I hang out with people who fuck everyone? Why do I do this to myself knowing that it creates an image of me that isn't true? I don't go and sleep around. I have a lot of friends who do. I don't like doing stereotypical things that I've been doing, and I just do it because of the social factor that I'm missing. I miss the feeling of being social with people, but at the same time I hate being around people, so it's weird. So taking that time to sit and look at my surrounding and my environment has created a new view on life for me. I no longer allow people to manipulate me, and if they do, and I realize it, I've removed myself. An example would be recently I've been linking a lot of my friends together because I like to hang out with certain people who bring out certain things. I want that all to be in one, which is the worst thing I probably could have ever done to myself, because now I realize why certain parts of my friends are kept away from each other. So I was trying to link my friends together. I've been trying to have cookouts and things and invite everybody and all hang out. But by doing that, a lot of my friends have been linking up with each other and pushing me out. That frustrates me because I'm the reason why you guys know each other. How is that okay? We're not gonna even stress that, because I learned that if they're gonna link and remove me, then maybe my goal in life was just to make you guys meet each other. I know how both of you work, and I know how the relationship is gonna work. So I'm just gonna let it happen. And whether it works or it does not work, at least I know I did something to help somebody, because that's what you were looking for, and I gave that to you. Another thing is that by surrounding myself with all my friends at once, I no longer have that Monday this friend, Tuesday this friend, Wednesday this friend, because all of my friends now hang out with each other. I can't even have alone time with somebody else, because ultimately we all end up hanging out together anyways. I do believe in taking a break. I like to not be surrounded by the same people all the time, and these friends are amazing. I love them. They're really fun, they're awesome, but I do need space for myself to breathe. So what I've been doing is just chilling in my room and remodeling stuff in my room, thinking of different topics of videos to talk about, or creating dances. I just need the time to think and breathe and be me. I think that's the biggest thing that I can take away from my current experiences with dating and friends and everything, is I'm finding more about myself than I was before. I'm finding that I don't like the idea of talking, that whole experience of we can do whatever we want but we are not exclusive. I feel as though whoever the next person is that I date, if that even comes, is going to be somebody that I was already friends with, and the idea of being with them was not a thing until we started seeing each other that way, and it's only going to be us at that point. I don't want to talk to somebody who's talking to my friend down the street and my friend from Rhode Island that they don't know that I know this person and that person, because as a social being, I know a lot of people, and I don't want the person that I'm about to be with to have already fucked everybody at my wedding. You know, that's just gonna be weird. I've been taking a step back from that. I've also been looking at the efforts that people have put in for me. I have some friends that I've traveled to time and time and time again, and they can't even come to visit me. Granted, where I live is not party central, but why can't you just come visit and just have a chill day? Some people don't have cars, and I understand that, so I'm not really worried about that. But for the friends that I know have cars and can travel and have traveled to my area without saying anything to me, I always think, is it even worth my time? Because clearly all the efforts and energy I'm giving to you, you're not giving back. So I'm not wasting my time. And what do? I throw it away, because I'm not going to waste my energy and time on this negative feeling of feeling unwanted or feeling like shit. I'm an actual amazing person, and anyone who's going to be around me, anyone who's ever met me, they know that I have a lot of great things. I have the social aspect because I'm very friendly and I talk. I have the heart that cares for every person I've ever met. Sorry, I'm going to have to cut this video short. My camera actually timed out because of the fact that I was recording too much, and I just realized that this video is actually longer than I expected it to be. I will continue this at another time, just not today. I have some things I need to do, and as you can probably hear in the background, there's a lot more people in my house and there's a lot of background noise. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you so much for viewing. Comment if you have any topic that you want me to talk about, or if you have anything to say about the video. Like and subscribe to my page, and if you want to follow me on any social media, I have Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. They're all the same, @BryantX29. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Have a good day.